less the better. All right. I think we're live. Kabammy. One, two, oh, though I know I missed something. One little bit on my backdrop. Just a little. Oh, oh, oh. Yes, Jeffrey, that came from, overlay. Mr. Joshy made that. He should be sending it to you. He made a quick little transition for us. Isn't it sweet? Alright, fix that real quick. Alrighty, folks. Gentlemen, we are ready to play. I think we're all loaded in. Oh, you know. Okay, y'all know everything before me. Let's play some D&D. Tuesday night D&D, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, episode 52 of this madness. And they're still underground. Oh wait, that's all this module's about, is being underground. Let's do introductions. We're missing a player tonight. Linder couldn't make it, but he will play accordingly. Kieran will play him, and we'll just see what happens. But let's start off there with Kieran. Let's do introductions, please.
Hey, Kieran Songspell. I'm a high elf, level 11 blade singing wizard. I have definitely the coolest hat. Tonight's definitely special because I have 3.5 spell books to play with.
Oh my god. Millennial.
So Leo is the 11th level wood elf druid monk, and he's currently an earth elemental. Yay!
He is. Linder's not joining us, but he's our half-elf bard wizard, who Kieran is pilfering his spellbooks. So that's how that goes. Quetzal.
I'm just reading them.
You're reading them, that's right. Light reading.
I am Quetzal. I am the 11th level.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Rob. And Shadow.
I am Shadow, the 11th level Tabaxi Scout.
You should be doing that. When you do your introductions, you should be doing that. So you get the, oh, yeah. See? It's timing.
I was re-logging in, and it told me to resubscribe.
That's a good thing about Twitch. They'll tell you that for certain and pester you until you do, which we don't mind. All right, well, you guys are, well, look, you know where you're at. You're still down in the evil Hogwarts Academy for Wizards underneath the mountain, and you've been traveling around just opening up, closing rooms. You had some classes. I didn't care for one of them or two of them. You have toppled over a Medusa head. You had some curtains you ripped down. And yeah, and then you traveled up north this way. And I think everybody's got the map, making sure. Should be. Get off there. Boom. Okay. So other than that, I mean, unless there's questions, let's get after it. You've got a door right to your west and a hallway to your east. What the hell are we doing?
I'm gonna step out of the way and let Shadow get to the door.
Okay. Shadow, what are you going to do with that door?
I'm going to search it for traps.
No, you don't say. Okay, please do. What did you get there? Let me see. I don't think there's anything there.
I will attempt to open it.
It opens up and see into a room. A door straight across from you. Hallway room going down to the south, and a hallway going right up to the north, and you see some rubble. You see a hallway on the western side there, and a tunnel system that looks a little uneven. It's about a 20-foot high ceiling. Actually, 30-foot high. Sorry. Arch ceiling above you.
As quietly as I can, I'll try to poke my head in and look around.
Okay, you can move in there so I can shoot you, please. Yep. Yeah, you see another door to the south. You see looks like a room to the north. The looking around, look up. The ceiling's bright mosaics cover the arch roof that depict wizards engaged in dazzling spell duels. And then there's something catches your eye. Just kind of floating. You're not sure what it is. It's just something floating there in the middle of the room. Small.
I'll quietly move to that spot and see if I can get a better look.
It looks, as you do move closer to it, just kind of floating about 15 feet off the floor right there is a withered, looks like a human left hand and forearm, severed at the elbow. Just floating right there. Quite peculiar.
Let's stick my head in and just make sure I can see shadow.
Well,
Cool.
yeah, all right. Just floats there. Actually, and it starts to turn. The fingers and hands kind of start to turn and toward y'all. There's just kind of floating, looking at you, like it's looking at you. Not airy at all. That's right, Zerb. Oh, we need music. Music!
So you said it was a hand and an arm. How is it looking at us?
Well, it didn't lead like the hand was floating, but then as y'all moved in the room, it kind of like started to float and it turned toward y'all. The fingers and the hand part. It's chopped off at the elbow. So, don't mind it.
Does it seem like it's attached to a ghostly, invisible body?
Not that you can tell.
Go shake his hand, dude.
Quetzal, from your vantage point, you see a couple of, to the room right there off to the north there, you see a couple of armchairs. Just kind of lined up against the wall.
Oops. Sorry.
Are you hitting it?
Nope. It was just an accident.
Yep. So, Quetzal, you move into the room, and you see 6 stuffed armchairs with garish upholstery. Armchairs. I know. You know, like that, Servius? It's a play on words. I'm kind of smart like that.
I'd go look up that way.
You see a tunnel running off and headed upwards slightly. When you move through there, the floor, right, kind of through here, there's a faint glow for a brief moment in the floor, and then it disappears.
Did it recognize any kind of effect like that?
Nope. Well, you don't. You don't.
Yeah. What about me? What about Kieran? Would he have?
You would.
Yeah.
You make me an Arcana check at advantage, please. Well, fine. Be that way. An alarm spell just got triggered.
and just outside this door. All right, I'll call Quetzal and Shadow. I'll call them by name and say that looks like Felinio just triggered an alarm. I wonder, should we hide out beside this door here, and see what comes out this other door? Because looks like the alarm was set in front of that door, so whatever's in there is going to be alerted.
Well, you begin to hear. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, yeah, you move out of the room. You begin to hear a shout from the hallway to the east.
Oh.
Yeah. And you hear a voice call out, "Our guests have finally made their way here. Students, please show them to my chambers." And you'll hear some footsteps just right outside of y'all's eye shot when y'all are sitting there. And one of them you'll recognize. She comes walking from the hallway to the north right there. You guys don't know that's a door there, but I should know. But you see Violence come walking around, and she looks straight to the hall to the south right there, and let's go. Okay, where
Can you
is?
prove my move?
Well, hold on, Shadow. Stop. You're right there. Hold on. That's Violence. Where is the other one? I had the other one here somewhere. Her sister. Where's Turbulence? I know, I had her here a second ago. Where'd it go? I got too many damn... Turbulence! Where were her rooms? They were right here. There we are. Oh, no. That's... Okay. I'm missing her. What the hell? I'll find her in a second. Y'all met Violence. Sorry, this wasn't supposed to happen. I had them all planned out. Where is the room where she was in earlier? Okay, the scullery. That's Violence, yeah. And the other one's Turbulence. Huh. They've got her... Okay, so they've messed up there. So this one, let me put another Violence. This is Turbulence, actually. Hey, Turbulence. Something like that. God, spare me. Alright. Alrighty, and another tiefling woman comes from the hallway to the south. Alright. And they both kind of stare at you and give you y'all a nod, and they kind of motion for you to follow them. They turn and they begin to walk down the hallway. What do you do?
When I hear their voice, like I haven't seen them yet, so when I hear the voice, I'll assume it sounds familiar to me, so I'll pop out.
Well, you heard a male voice. They just kind of came walking around the corners here, and they have not said anything.
Got it.
And
well, I still peek around the corner.
Oh, they've got that labeled wrong. That's really confusing. Wow. Okay, need to fix that. Send a message to them. Got 2 Violences. All right. Well, they just kind of like they're kind of put off. They're waiting, and then they continue to move this way. Violence looks back. Don't keep the headmaster waiting. Come.
As we're moving, we're going to try and talk to Violence in Draconic.
Say something to her. She turns and it looks at you, but just she doesn't. She kind of not like not here. Look, like, and her sister just
Okay.
kind of gives her a glare look too. And now when you move, all right, and you move this way, all right. So, all right, Linder, Shadow, where y'all at? Oh, and y'all would just see hallways and doors to the south. All right. All right. Now, you'll move here, and you will see that the room opens up to a little bit bigger area. Open this up accordingly. So, there are a couple of desks just kind of up against the walls here, and then you have a door, and it's open. It looks like it's into a office there. You can't really tell. There's another room that way. This door's open, and you, from your vantage point, it looks like there are some stalls of showers.
Got it.
Yep. Come, girls, bring them closer so I may chat with them. It's been a while since we've had guests other than the students of the school. Please come forward.
Does this sound like the name I hear when I try to cast messaging?
Y'all have heard this voice before. There's no doubt.
This
voice.
was the halfling with the golems.
No, oh no, not at all. This is a older male voice you hear.
So it's Talister, we think.
Don't know. Well, when you say that, the door, you see several things happen. Opening the door, you'll see another right here. Closed door. You'll hear, "Master, why talk to them this way?" And coming out the door, walking out to the door and stopping and looking at you is a wild-haired, elderly-looking male. And he looks back and he says, "Wormwhittle, show our guests some respect." "But master, they took my creatures. They killed them." And behind him, this god-awful looking creature comes stepping.
Ugh.
Behind him, and he goes, but Hallister holds his hand up. He goes, "They are guests for the moment. We will show them all courtesies, right, students?" And the girls just they back up this way, looking at you, and you will then notice coming through the double doors to the south, the doors will open up, and a female drow will step through with wizard robes on her. You will see Linder, you, and Kieran. Y'all will sit there. The door, you're right here, you see another door to your south in this hallway. For a moment, the door's there, and then coming through the door, not actually opening the door, is one of these.
Hmm.
Wonderful.
And you will hear clippity clop behind you.
Hmm.
Yep. Ooh. Hey, what do we have? He says, calm, my child, calm. And behind you, all of a sudden disappearing, y'all didn't really know they were there. You didn't actually know they were there at all. Come two more creatures. One looks like, well, looks kind of like a big ogre looking dude. And the other one looks like this. Students, say hello to our guest. And they all just kind of look at you, wondering. And he goes, I'd like to introduce myself. Yes, I am Hallister. I am the headmaster here at the Dwemer Corps. We're here looking for good talent. And he really says, I know that you have a wizard or two with you. Where are they? Please have them step forward. There's nothing to fear from us at the moment. Or actually, I owe you a boon, if you did not know it. Please, where are your wizards? Don't be bashful. Yes. Are you letting them pass through you?
Yeah, I was getting out of the way.
Yes, please step forward. Maybe you would like to study here at the school. For I feel there's talent there. Needs some molding. But there's all possibilities. The school has been here for ages, and it will still be here for ages to come. And then you hear a little buzz, a little buzzing noise. Oh, there they are. And come here. Doo-dee-doo. A little creature y'all have seen before. Well, all of a sudden, bzzz in right behind the door, behind the dro. Bzzz, and it'll kind of float over here, and it will pull up to Hallister and say some stuff to him and all that. And he looks and they nods and he nods and you see him get a little smile on his face. That is true. And he says, please. And he kind of brushes off the thing. And the creature just kind of goes back here through the door, shuts the doors. He goes, yes, I do owe you a boon. So my offer still stands to the wizards. Would you care to stay here and study for a while?
What type of courses do you offer?
Oh, all courses. Really, it is a most are devoted. As long as you're devoted to the arcane magics, you may study most of what that you would prefer. We try not to be particular. It is what school draws to you. And that is which you may find studies and books and plenty of knowledge here. For I know a lot myself, For it is I who created most of this structure over the eons. And I'm kind of glad that y'all have made your way so far down here, and it means that you have ridded the dungeon of some pesky monsters, perchance. And I understand, too, by my guardians, that you have rid us of the Bone Devil, too. Is that true?
Yes, indeed.
Well, that alone was a mistake that should not have happened. And my students here, most of them were incapable, though I let them try, some to their death, it appears, to rid us of that fiend, but because of what you have done, you are free to pass through the Dremacor, and will show you the way down to the next level, if you so choose. Or you may go the way you came. But we must get our students back to their studying soon. But I wanted to see who you were. Because you've been here a while, I understand also. For Violence, though, she is not good at keeping too many secrets from me. Let me know who you were, or at least that she had met you. But we did not have a raise of the alarm, and that spell I knew was there and working, and just now you did set it off. So you have found another way into the Dwemercore. I believe I know where, but I will verify later and take care of those things, but so much the better. But I ask, what is your purpose here? If it's not to study, what are you doing? Teacher, they took my babies! You can always create more, Wormriddle. But they wanted them! Hush! For I must speak to our guest. Cat got your tongue? All right, guys. That's why I'm sorry Linder didn't make it, because I'm sure you get a kind of kick out of being here for this.
I was actually just looking for the doll. I took a doll out of that halfling room, if you remember.
You
I was
did?
just checking out the doll. Yeah,
Let me see. What did you find? I'm gonna go back over here.
the bony doll. We called it the halfling room. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I know. I'm looking at it. I'm just looking to see what it did. Yeah. Do
I don't
you show?
think
It doesn't do anything yet for you, no. But
yeah.
but are you showing it to her?
No. I had an idea, but it's not seeming like it's working out in my head. What's the boon you spoke of?
Well, the boon was to pass through, that my students shall not give you no harm, and we will show you the way to the stairs to the lower level, and you may pass through freely, without harm to your persons. Because he doesn't, you don't seem to get that he's, that y'all have traversed a lot of the place. But he does, you can definitely tell that he knows that y'all are here, have been here.
So, Duff, I was trying to look at our inspiration cards, and I cannot find the module. It seems like you took it out.
Oh, crap. We renamed it. My bad. Hold on. Well, no, let me see. Maybe I don't have it. Oh, let me turn it back on.
I don't see that available as an option.
Yeah, let me see if that. Hold on. That's my bad, Brian. I'll give you the cards. Let me see. Jeff fixed the. Okay, so it's because it's renamed. Okay, which one you want to look at? We renamed it because we're cleaning it up. But I have it open.
I was going to look at all the ones that I have.
Yeah. So I've shared the book, so you can open up, but you'll have to. Well, let's see. Can you? Yeah, because it's looking for reviving inspiration cards and not revised.
Well, if I have access to the,
I think you can look at it now. Yeah, I think you can. So now it's a pain. Totally missed that.
I can look
yeah,
at that.
Yeah, my bad.
No worries.
Look at you drawing.
Does trying to talk to Violence and Turbulence and Draconic still produce no results?
No,
Do they not?
they looked at you, but they didn't respond to you. They gave you, yeah, they're tieflings, and so that should tell you a little bit about that. But
Well, I
they,
mean, they've responded to me in Draconic before, which
yeah,
is
but
why I'm doing
they're not
it.
responding to you right now. So
Which means
they
something's
turned and
off
looked at
about
you,
this.
but like I said, you gotta look as though not now. You know, but that's however you want to interpret that.
Okay. Then I will just out loud to myself in Draconic say, "This school sucks," to see if Hallister understands.
You see, you see a little uptick in his mouth as a slight giggle, and he will hop back to you. He understood you.
Common for wizards to know Draconic.
I mean, that's why I said it in Draconic.
Millennial, you're awful quiet as a beast over there.
Yes, I'm watching.
He asks again, Karen, since you are the wizard, and he's addressing you. What say you? What is your purpose here?
Well, I think it's a very reasonable offer to be guided to the next level. I also appreciate the opportunity to study here you've extended to us. I feel like we haven't seen the school, so is there an option for a tour?
We can show you some of the facilities, most certainly. Though I know you have traversed some of it, since you have, but according to my guards and guardians who are here and stay out of sight a good bit, that you have relieved us of that devil menace. But we can show you some of the class areas and things where the students do their studying and live and learn. That is quite a appropriate question to ask. But
Excellent.
I would require that all of you show yourselves. He looks at the elemental. He says, I find it, though I understand your apprehension, I find it rude that you would not want to appear to me as your true self, a druid folk.
If you know I'm a druid, then this form should be sufficient.
I ask you to change your form, please. Or leave.
And
This
I
is
would
my
advise
rules. We all show ourselves here. There's no need to be changed. He looks at you, wizard. Please. There's no need for harsh words here. Ask your companions to oblige by the rules we set here. It will not end well for you.
I understand. I think it would be quite the interesting tour. However, it seems like maybe my colleague here would rather just leave.
That is... quite acceptable too. Those who do not want to be here should not be forced to stay here. It's like I said, this is a place of knowledge and learning. It is
Well,
not
maybe-
for all.
Maybe on our way back through, I can get a tour. But I think for now, suffice to say that we will be on our way. We'll pass through.
That is quite acceptable. Violence, turbulence. Since you have been acquainted with our guest the longest here, you may show them to the secret exit, please. Though I bet to our guest here it is not so secret anymore. They seem quite adept at finding things that most others can't. But Master! Shush, Wormriddle. And he backs in, he says, it was a pleasure to meet those who have come through and continue on with your, as we say, much needed sanitary services that are needed here in the Undermountain. I do not mean that rudely, but there are too many pesky monsters for me to address all the time. And it is quite nice to have someone going through and taking some of them out.
You're welcome.
And he just looks, violence and turbulence kind of look. Sorry, I need to change that to a T, but turbulence. And they say, okay, but yes, master, we shall go. They kind of switch positions, the drow. And you'll see they kind of have moved their way down this way, watching and listening. And she will say, through this way, please. And she will open up the doors to the south. And basically that's this marker Duff. To the south. Fix the map. Basically, you see some stone pillars that buttress a 20-foot tall ceiling as you move through there, and they basically, come, kind of standing off in the corner right here is that little bzz, bzz, bzz. And she says, please. Violence says, come, don't dawdle. We have studies to get to. Unfortunately, I've got more dishes to clean. Well, it's your problem not behaving, paying attention to your studies. And you'll see, so there, these pillars and all that, and then you look straight down. There are some double doors, and then there is you kind of see a cavity over here, and there's some a cauldron just kind of sitting there. Kind of some, y'all begin to smell what is a faint vinegar coming from it. It's just pretty big. Here, I'll unlock tokens for a second so y'all may move through the room. They both stand at the door. They turn to wait. And y'all just kind of watch the rest of the students. They make their way around, looking at the headmaster as he just kind of stands there. You hear Wormriddle, no, I want my children. You can create more. And then y'all step into the hallway. I think y'all been here because it's revealed. There are live-size carvings of of the robes. Yeah, or maybe y'all haven't.
We
Okay, all right. I thought y'all had. All right, and they move this way.
This is where we last spoke to Violence and Turbulence.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, because she was here. And then the door.
But the last time we left them, so for Turbulence, who seemed to be the least, maybe the more senior of the two at the time, Turbulence, last time we were here, you mentioned that this was very dangerous, and even you guys were in danger. I'm happy to see that you're obviously not in danger. You seem like things would...
So she says, hush, hush, hush. She's kind of, you know, she, you know, as you were beginning to start that, and she goes to the double doors and she shuts them, and she basically, you know, continues walking and stops right here, and she motions for y'all to come out of the room there, and she tells you that she says, yeah, we are which one? I thought it was Nihilus. Yeah, okay. So she says, no, we want to leave this godforsaken place. It's not lived up to all the expectations that we showed, and we have made enemies with Nihilus. I think he was the one. No, you haven't seen him yet. I need to, and she looks to Turbulence, looks to Violence, and says, make sure. And Violence will run down here and kind of look and kind of pop
Why
this
don't
way.
you just leave?
Because we're under, actually, it's a good question. Fine. Where's there? Throw me a curveball. Where was their story? Because I've forgotten what it was. Now they want to leave. You know, they want to leave, but, you know, we have spent so much money and so much time here that, you know, it's, you know, the question is, do we continue on and finalize our studies with what we've invested in it so far? The headmaster says he will make things better and get Nihilus, who has been a thorn in our side for quite some time. And, you know, we just don't get along with a couple of the other students. They seem to be, you know, think they're, you know, typical with evil creatures, you know, they seem to think that they're always better than anybody else. And then the Bone Devil was an issue that, you know, we thought we would find a way to be able to get rid of it, but we weren't. So that means we still haven't learned enough. And then you've got some of the pesky, you know, teachers here. God help us if we have to listen to another lecture about zombies with Nestor. God, you just won't.
We killed that guy, so you should be right there.
Oh well, I'll just let you know, you did kill him, but he'll be back. He reforms. So you know. Yeah, trust me. There's been a few times we've wanted to, but he says the mind flayer Cephalosk ripped him apart once, and as he laughed as he fell to the floor, we left and came back another hour later. We were, you know, motioned back to the classroom, and there he was again, spouting the same things about zombies. So much to learn. I just want to puke in my mouth when I hear the word zombie. So, but yes, if you know what's best, you may have taken care of the Bone Devil and had some fun in the complex here, but the headmaster is definitely not one to mess with.
That's not Hallister.
Sure it is. He comes and goes as he pleases. He's usually here, but...
Oh, wait. I mean, why would the Mad Mage come to this place?
He runs this school. He runs the school. He runs the whole complex.
That person may run this school, but it's not Hallister.
Well, that may be the case, but are you really thinking that you want to take on all of them at the one moment?
Not so
when you
much.
can come and go through here now because of what you did, and you can definitely see that there's a bit of jealousy in their eyes when they mention that, that they thought that you could. You don't need the insight check just because they're playing, that they thought maybe by killing, if they were the ones that would have gotten rid of the Bone Devil, that it would have, facilitated helping them on their quest to get out of here, but that would not be the case. But that being said, let's continue on. I want to make sure that Nihilus is not around with his wisps and listening in where he doesn't belong. And they come through, open the door, and you can, basically you see the kitchen and then the washroom. She said she will answer back to you. The question is, let me check something for them. That it might be that this is not the place or the time for the moment for that lizard man. But I will. She doesn't have. What about violence? I thought one of them had. No, they don't. Okay, so it was one of the other ones. A way to reach you or plan for the possibilities that if it doesn't get better soon, then we will take you up on that offer. Or you will have to come through here if you ever go back up to the top. Would you by chance show us how you came in and out of the dungeon without being seen? Maybe? Would that be possible?
Just dispelled the alarm when it came in, that's all.
Well, but I know better. You came in somewhere, and the headmaster knows that you have too. It's all right if you don't want to reveal it. He'll find it sooner or later. He just hasn't cared, we think. Come. They both you can see that they just kind of look at each other, pondering their decisions. They will, as y'all ask more questions or have other questions to ask, but basically you can tell that they're leading you to what you know already.
But not to the secret entrance. So
They know nothing about it. No, they don't go. No, they're going. Yeah, they're going this way. Yep. Maybe it kind of says off draconic to you. Maybe one time we will get a chance that we'll have Nihilus confront you, lizard man, as though you have affronted him. It would be so nice to see you take that lovely jagged weapon of yours and run it through him. It would give us great pleasure.
Where's Nihilus been? Why wasn't he around?
I don't know. That's his problem, and that's why we usually have to keep close to each other, especially when we're in the shower room and taking care of ourselves in our rooms, because he's always invisible. Most everybody is in this place, if you haven't noticed. But we, this is one of the major spells we all learn. But he seems to take great pleasure in eavesdropping on us. He is a bore.
We missed that the whole way through here.
So, Duff, as an earth elemental, I have tremor sense 60 feet, so I can feel when people are walking on the floor within 60 feet of me, that type of thing. So if I sense somebody walking on the floor that's not with us, I'd like to know about that.
You don't know about that. You don't detect anybody right now. So.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. And they keep walking. Doody doody doo. and I don't know if y'all cleaned up. I can't remember what y'all did in here, or
You
if
killed everything.
you killed them, but I don't remember if you like left the bodies laying on the floor. I thought y'all cleaned it up or did anything, because then that would they might. But they walk up.
I'm pretty sure we didn't clean up anything.
Well, then the vestiges of your battle are left here. And I'm sorry, chat. I'm like over here. And they will touch the wall and just kind of melt right through it, as you know what's there. And
we set off Kieran's alarm spell.
well, I think it would die, wouldn't it? It didn't stay forever, does it?
8 hours. I don't think we've taken a long rest since we said that, did we?
Well, who knows? All right, and they both have a longing to leave, but also you can see that they're still pulled, that they want to continue their lessons. But you will say it is a pleasure to make the quick acquaintance, but we will consider your offer. And like I said, if the opportunity presents itself at a later date, that you may rid us of Nihilus, and the headmaster has not lived up to his end of the bargains, then you may count upon us as allies to leave this place, protect you when needed, and we will leave and not come back. For we do long our home somewhat. Dun dun dun. That Wormercore back door down to level 10. Any other questions, gentlemen?
What's next?
Leveling up. You're gonna level. By not attacking and going down, you may go up a level. Put yourself at 100,000, and it's either going to be a fight or you're going to come down there. And I'm sure somewhere up here, one of y'all will itch for a fight anyway, and you want to come up here and do it in but not tonight. All right.
Seems like I can't update it anymore. So if you give us 400 and split it up, that should put us at 100,000.
Yeah, you're at 100,000. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so
I can't modify my XP to put myself at 100,000.
you're breaking up, Brian.
We can't change the XP anymore.
Oh, okay, I'll do it. Oh, well, I see what you're saying. I gotcha.
Give us 400
I
XP.
gotcha. Uh-huh. All right, there's what you're looking for. Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Indeed, that's what we're looking for.
All right, there's Kieran, there's Felinial, Shadow. I don't. Oh, that's a million. No Shadow. No Shadow. Behave now.
I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to stay the Earth Elemental shape, but I'm going to revert back before I level because I don't know what effect that'll have.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, you got a long way you're walking down, so it would run out anyway. So, and you think I would have read to level 10, but no. Okay, so there puts you up.
Did you see my last message to Turbulence and Violence?
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, they acknowledge it, and so they're
Okay.
so yeah, so and they in conversational they just said the headmaster listened and hearing all with the students in the area and all that, and it was not proper to say anything to you when you were speaking to us earlier because there were other students right beside you, but you did not know it. So that is why they did not acknowledge you.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. And let's see. Maps of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We're going to level 10 now. Alright. Oh boy. Holy moly. Why do they have to be so big? Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta apparently put the bear with us, folks, while they level up. We're having some fun. Now where do y'all come in at? This is expanded. Y'all are coming from that level there down to... Where are the stairs? Okay. Man. 11. Those are expansions. There it is. I found it. Alright, so... And any coding y'all don't do, just let... I'll check and all, and I'll look over it after we're done tonight, but...
I don't really have any coding.
I wasn't sure who does what.
I just get the ability to walk across, run across liquids and up walls.
Nice.
I gain half proficiency in any strength, dex, or constitution check that I don't already have proficiency with.
Alright.
That's also nice.
Mark them up, please.
How do I do that?
On your skills tab, those who meet that qualification, you change the star to half a star. You click on the star till it becomes, I think it's like 2 or 3 clicks. You'll see, yeah, there you go. That's half proficiency.
That was only 2 things.
I'm sorry. Alright, so this is where y'all are in.
Does that include saving throws?
What does the, let me see, what is the ability? What did you get?
Remarkable athlete.
Let's see.
Not saving throws. Not saving throws.
Not saving throws.
Checks. Okay. Only checks. Yep. Okay. So they're leveling up. While we're sitting here, anybody got questions or still looking at stuff? Because I'll have Linder. He'll have to come on, later. But you've got spells. I'm assuming a couple of y'all have some spells to look at. Yep. We've got shows still going on this week. We have got Jeff. Did Matt reach out to you about helping out Friday night with Lori of 37 Zombies? Let me know, because we've got her show for Gen Con this weekend. But programming note, and so you guys can mark it in your calendar, the weekend of the 11th, the week of the 11th, we will be off. As I'm going to take that week off as we prep for birthday week. Starting the 16th, as we have dice and some dice trays and things to give away all week on all the shows. So that week before, we will be off, and that'll go for Mech and for Jeffrey. Channel will be dark for the week. It's vacation time. At least that was my plan. All right, let me remove our students. I was just thinking that I meant to tell Josh too. Wait. Yeah, Josh, we're going to take the week of the 11th, August, the 10th through the 15th and all that. We're going to take off. At least I am. And so just figured why I prep for birthday week, get our stuff, and just kind of take the week off from streaming, have it go dark. And so figured if you and Jeff would like to not stream that week would be good. And then we'll come back and I can prep stuff and we'll have birthday week, which is me being silly if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. And now that y'all two are, is anybody, that are playing, you can have that week off. Okay, so y'all are heading down. and it takes a while. And here we go. Let me put y'all on the deal. Boom, 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 boom. That's right. Here comes a new map. Give it a moment to load.
I am just very surprised somebody didn't pick a fight. It's I think it's probably the first time during the game here, Duff, that I could not actually speak without being worried that the fight might break out.
I thought Quetzal was trying to itch for one. Alrighty. You proceed quite a distance down, coming into, more tunnels and a down stair, and yep.
Let's do a path without trace.
And I will lock tokens now since we're in a new
Can
place.
you unlock the map so we can get the icons at the top?
Say that again, Brian.
Can you unlock the map so that the icons appear at the top?
Unlock the.
There's a lock icon at the top right hand corner.
It was unlocked. You want this?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got to turn it on for you. Understood. Sorry.
Pass without trace is on.
All right. You coming around? Yep, and you see that it begins to head south. Something glinting off the floor in front of you, Shadow, down the ways a little bit. Not that it's dark, because there's no lights. I don't believe we have lights here. Let me make sure so you know, because I know it's going to be his first question. Holy moly, really? Corner bridgeways rather than web line. Okay. All right. So, there's some stuff glinting. It's just through your dark vision on the floor to the south. There are the kind of seeing in the ceiling above. You see sculpted stone lines, tall rectangular frames. Several of them are broken along the walls. There's just all these little pieces along the ground everywhere from your vantage point at the moment. You see the ceiling goes up, arches just a little bit at the top, and you can see, like web-like lattice work arches, kind of holding up the ceiling above.
Bamf.
Okay. You bamf and you crunch when you bamf under your feet. You look
What does
down
it
and
seem like on my feet?
You're standing on what looks like broken glass mirrors, and you see more frames that fill tall rectangular frames line the walls. But there's glass everywhere, but there's still pieces of mirror in several of the frames. You look across, and there's a frame here, and there's you look up and there's something, there's a reflection in the frame. Doesn't look like you though, but it's broke, so you don't see the upper part of the body, but the bottom body looks like a robe of some sort.
Gonna wait for the others.
Crunch, crunch. There's shards, a ton of shards, all over the ground here. From what looks like these frames that would have held the mirrors.
Is there anything in the frames or behind the frames?
You know, you can see wall behind most of them. And you see
about the rest of them.
Yeah, there's all these frames have been shattered through the area, and there are different pieces, a lot of on the ground, but there are different parts. You know, like not all of them collapsed and fell to the ground. But Shadow happens to see standing right across from one, and he looks and he sees that there's what's reflecting back from him. The bottom half is not him, but the top half of the mirror is gone, so you don't know what it is. And you will catch that the carving, there's like this, there's, you know, stone lattice, not like lattice work above you, but like stone itself has this, and some decorations on it, you know, that were behind the mirror. And it seems to be in the shape of a spider. You can tell different pieces of the glass where they're not, where it's missing. You can see the legs or the body, the pincher, you know, things like that, or the stinger, whatever, spider stuff.
Spider stuff like drow spider stuff.
Could be. You begin to see that when you see that and think that, that the buttresses above and what you're seeing on the walls and all that this has got drow make to it. Features to it, I should say. Architectural features that look similar to drow.
I'll look around the corner.
So, more mirrors. Crunch, 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 crunch.
Well, this is fun.
Yeah, and these everything's been shattered in this whole area. Dozens. Then you move over there, and right, Shadows, you get here. Sorry to stop you. There's a frame here.
Bamfing.
Bamfing. Well, you bamf right there to the wall, right next to a mirror, and you look right into the face of a wild...
I didn't even look at it. I was going to look around the corner.
Well, there's a mirror right in front of you when you move there, and the mirror...
I'm trying to ignore the mirrors.
Okay, then you don't get to see what it is then. Fine.
Nope, I don't. Someone else can look at the mirror.
He doesn't want to look at the mirror.
Nope.
See more hallway. There's a frame here. Someone wants to look at it. Trust me. There are frames all along the walls. The question is whether or not you want to look at them or not. That's up to you.
I'll look in some of them.
You see the Mad Mage staring back out at you.
Okay.
Instead of your reflection, glimpses of Hallister reflect back at you.
Where you want to go there, Shadow?
I have no idea.
Let's see. Even will go east and odd will go south. East.
Okay. You see, as y'all begin to move, stop turning that off, Duff. You see, a room open up in front of you.
What's the pass without trace distance?
30 feet.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay within that.
Okay. You begin to see, looks like long stone tables in front of you. Shadows, you look into the room.
She's gonna ask, is it in the room or in the hall?
In the room in front of you. And you begin to, is that mildew? A musty smell. Yep, move into the room some more. And you begin to see there are 3 actually. And then you can tell that they are they're long stone tables and they are made of black stone. About 20 foot long each. And then catches your attention is that you see that how it's made of stone, but there's the wood, the stone itself is sagging. It is not repairing itself. Millennial, as you're looking at this, you'll notice not for some reason, and the ceiling up above is kind of cracked and looks like it's sagging, like like if stone could be wet, and kind of sag in or something like that wood would do, and all that. That's what you're seeing, and the walls are cracked, and there's actually some of it's got even like peeling wallpaper, covering it.
Odd.
Very odd. The tables are black stone, and around each one of them are cast iron chairs sculpted in web and spider motifs. Along the north wall, near the double doors, is a pile of wood, smashed up wood. Black
Doesn't seem to be anybody.
wood. Nope. And you have double doors, if I don't show that are on the other side of the room.
I want to try a couple of things real quick.
No.
First off, okay.
No, you're fine.
When you said that it wasn't healing the terrain, I want to try messaging and see if it works. I can't trip.
I know. What are you going to message?
I'm going to just send a message to Felinio and say, hey, check. Testing if this works.
You see him almost come out of his shoes.
Nice. Interesting. And what about mold earth? Just put a little hole in the ground right here in front of me. See if it works.
Well, it's stone, so if that works on it, you see it kind of. Will it go through
You
stone?
choose a portion of dirt or stone
Okay.
that you can see.
Yeah,
within range for 5 feet.
This room it kind of breaks apart.
All right.
Does not heal.
Seems like an obvious place for a trap, so let's go look at the pile of stuff over here. Well, I keep my eyes open and
You die.
inspect it.
Kaboom.
No,
You fall into the infinity well.
I can fly.
Mm-hmm. Anti-magical. No, you basically see what looks like as a black wood ornate cabinet, just the crap smashed out of it. And you catch a glint of something, in the wood,
Glint of what?
metal.
Okay, I'll bite. I'll check it out.
It's a fork.
What kind of fork?
Metal fork.
I guess you really can take a bite.
Yeah, fancy. It's just you kind of just see a fork. It's got a little shade of metal, but it's black, tarnished black. Soot on it, or gunk on it. But it's a fork, and then you see a knife next to it, and maybe there's a spoon down there. Can't really tell what it is, but it's it looks like what metal it is, but it's just a.
Silver tarnishes black, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, is there any more in there, or is it just these 3 pieces?
Oh, you filter through it all. You find about 50.
I'll throw them in the bag of holding.
One moment, sir. Let me put it in the party sheet for you. Bam. Silverware.
There's unidentified items.
I know. I wasn't gonna have you. It's silver. Yeah, it's silverware, but it's been tarnished. You got to do a little work on it. Yeah.
I just moved 1 piece over. I'm not moving on.
You don't want to move. Just put 50 then. Come on. Okay. That is all you find.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you see. You move up to the doors, and these double doors are carved with web patterns, though their features are chipped and worn.
I'll search for traps.
Please feel free, Robert.
They might be broken traps, but I'll find them anyways.
You have pause. You're not quite certain. Is there something there?
I'll try to open it.
It opens up. He doesn't fall for my trickery anymore. I'm gonna have to change my tone. Okay.
No, it's if I don't know there's a trap, I'll just try to open it anyways.
The hallway goes a little east, then turns north. Sirs.
Any mirrors here?
Nope, they are gone. They only through the other hallway. You see more trash on the floor. You catch this hint of, like soot, fire. You smell maybe a little bit of spice, a little bit of vinegar. Come around and you see a big room before you, and you see some work tables, a couple smashed on the ground, cabinets turned over. Yep, begin to move more into the room. There's more stuff on the floor. Begins to look like a kitchen to you. Then you'll step in, and that's what you begin to see. The rest of the room reveals itself, and you see battered wooden work tables, rusty utensils laying on the ground. There's some splintered fragments of the cabinets, smashed everywhere. What catches your attention, again, show this, is floating, just kind of moving along, is a broom. There's an immense fireplace on the west wall, and then an alcove to the north there, you see what looks like a hole in the ground.
And how high up is the broom floating?
About 10 feet. Just moving around.
I'll go try and grab it.
Their sturdy broom. Yeah. And you just grab it. You have you just kind of pulls on your hand a little bit. It's not very forceful, but you grab it just looks like a nice sturdy broom.
But it was floating.
It was floating, that's true. And then you begin to see ladles and cutting knives. You see the dustpan, several other things just kind of all floating right up off the floor.
I'll show this broom to the two wizard-like people.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, he just has this broom. He just, he holds it. It doesn't pull from you or anything like that. It just you just hold it and, you could just put your palm on it and you tap it and it'll float down a little bit and it just kind of hang there. You grab it, pull it back up, let go of it. It just, it just floats. But you see other things floating around
Is
too.
it magical?
And then also you'll see this way into another room.
I'll go look at that hole in the ground up there.
Yeah, definitely magic. I mean,
12-foot diameter open well. Looking down descends past your dark vision.
Are there any rocks? There's things around like knives and things, right?
Pieces of wood and all that. A couple of accoutrements. There's some stuff is on the ground. Not all the utensils or things are floating. Just a few.
Pick up a piece of trash and drop it in there and listen. See if I can hit.
Maybe you hear clunk, but you're not certain. It goes past 60 feet. You definitely know that. Maybe there was a little slap of something hitting the ground. It's deep. But that's all you see around the well.
Does this broom return back to the exact same spot, or does it, if I move it,
No,
and then let
it
go,
just floats
stays?
where you're at. It just seemed to be hitting thing. Well, it was hitting something and just kind of bound. It would hit like it was in space, It would hit and then just started going in another direction. Other things are just kind of floating or slowly hit with, moving at a slower pace, hit something, then they begin to move back,
We continue to the east, or you guys not done here? Actually, wait. I'm not myself. I don't actually check out this fireplace.
It's a fireplace. Got a 5-foot wide chimney going up.
I will look up the chimney.
It goes about 30 feet and then you see it stops.
Can
Just
I
dead end
tell
stops.
why?
No, just looks like it's you can see cracks on the ceiling above and all that. It looks like it may have caved in.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Shadow, you
grab this
move.
broom.
You got a broom that floats.
Yep, I'm taking it with me.
What are you doing with it?
I'm just holding it for the moment.
You just grab it. It doesn't resist you at all.
Okay.
You move into this room, and you will see hallway going north, though you shall not pass markers. But the rest of the room, three tall cabinets of dark wood stand against the walls. Their glass doors sport web motifs. There's a stone table in the middle of the room covered with gear, it looks like. Underneath the table, you see it was a lock, but a brass lock, wooden chest. And there's just tons of items on top of these tables.
What kind of
Chad, say that again, Brian. What's on the tables?
Yeah, what kind of objects on the table?
As you begin to look at them, you see enough information that you could pull together to. There's no ration. It looks like they're venturing packs. One's enough to put together a burglar pack, and another for an explorer's pack. That's about all. That's all the items that are on the table, which y'all could have if you want them. The chest is about 2.5 feet long, about a foot tall, with a half barrel lid. You see a big lock, big brass lock hanging off of it.
I'll search for traps on it.
Let's see.
I'll step back out of the way.
Where I don't see your okay. Let me see. With the make me a search in the There is something about this lock that you do not like. Something's wrong with it. It is rigged of something, but it is, you can't quite determine what that is. About all the help I can give you.
There's something not quite right about this lock.
Not quite right. How?
He can't tell what he tells if there's something with the lock because he's looking at the mechanism and all that, and where the key goes in, but he is not certain that this is just an ordinary lock.
I'll take a look at it and see if I can figure it out.
It's a non-ordinary lock. All I can explain to you is it's a brass lock. It looks like a lock to you, but you look inside it and the turning mechanisms are different. You're looking in like the little keyhole, where it would normally go in. It looks weird. It looks like weird. Yeah, the lock is on. Yeah, the lock is clasped on the chest.
Try to pick it.
You can give me a dex check in the tower. Looks like.
That was suggestion to Shadow, but I can try if he doesn't want to.
I can try.
Yep. Go ahead.
Is there any Skittles?
Sure, I can recast the pass without trace later.
Onyx, no, cat, quit. Not you got claws.
Wait, you can definitely get Skittles. That's a good option.
No, initiative is not a dex check.
Yes, it is.
It's its own.
It's a dex check.
Well, that was just a. Is it really? It is. You're right. I'm sorry. No, it revolved around speed, but your dex modifier, but it wasn't sure if it's just a check. It was its own roll. So you're gonna, but there's no.
It
how
is,
do you
but
get?
it isn't.
How do you get? You don't. So you don't get half proficiency.
That's why Jack of all trade works with it.
Yeah, but I see what Quetzal's asking. He's trying to get his half proficiency with that.
I think Remarkable Athlete works with it just like Jack of all trades does.
How do you modify that? You just put the miscellaneous in. What's your
Same
dex
way.
modifier? So
It's
two. Then he'd put in a 2. Yeah. No, you're a 4. What are you, Quetzal? What's your dex modifier?
My dex modifier is +1.
And then
it's about his proficiency modifier, so it's half his proficiency. He gets to add to it.
Oh, that is proficiency. You're right. So it's a 2. Yep. There you go. Okay. What do we do here? Dex check. Oh, so you fiddle around with your tools and all that, and you're, this, what the hell? You're thinking this is supposed to work on normal locks, and you just fiddle around, and all of a sudden you're pulling left and right, going in and around. All of a sudden you hear click, and the clasp pops off of it, and it falls to the ground, and falls apart when it hits the ground.
Okay, what's inside the chest?
The compartments, there are several compartments in this chest, and you see, holy moly, some, okay, you see spell components, material components, types. You see some clay pots of stuff in them. You've got some black onyx gemstones. You see a couple of pouches. There's a flask of water. There's a little vial of red liquid in it. There's a caterpillar cocoon. There are more white powders and...
I recommend a wizard type to come over and take a look at this.
Yep.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, you look in there, and you're seeing, all these different items that you begin to recognize are spell components, and they are in like pristine, they not aged at all. They look like they're fresh, brand new. There's even a live spider crawling in a little container. You see powders of different sorts.
There's something up with that chest.
No doubt.
Want me to take a whack at it?
No, not yet.
No, they
not
took
yet.
he finally picked it. He was messing around with it, and he was using his normal skills, thinking, well, do this and that with the size lock. This should be what should trigger the mechanism, and it would not. And then he would just messing around with it and playing it, and then all of a sudden, click! It did finally. He hit something, and sprung it. And when the clasp uncaught from the chest hook, it fell down, and the lock shattered. Basically, just kind of broke apart on the ground.
Is there any initials, engravings on the chest?
No,
Any
there are not.
identifying marks?
There are not.
Has anybody moved it yet?
No.
No one's moved it,
We've
right?
only
Picked
opened
or
it up.
anything, right? Yep, okay. And there's no spell book in there, right? Just
No,
components.
there are no spell book, just all this stuff. And there are 5 flasks of this liquid that looks quite orange, with maybe a little brown coating along the top of it.
They all look the same?
There's 5 flasks in this own little compartment. Then the rest of the stuff, there's just tons of stuff in here. But these flasks, kind of an orangey liquid in them, but there's a thin layer of black along the top of each one of them, of the liquid itself. You can make me a
Yeah, I want to find out. I want to try to find out what the
maybe an Arcana check.
Okay.
So you're looking at the flasks for a while, and you would then identify them. They're actually 5 flasks of alchemist fire.
Awesome. Does that mean I picked it up already?
One of them to look at.
Yeah. I'll rummage through and see if there's anything else in here other than spell components. But in some cases, spell components are worth money.
Yeah, you're seeing, like I said, you see a small little vial of a thick red liquid in it, really thick. There's a strip of flesh right next to it. There's some white dust in that container. You find another clay pot of dirt, and another one with brackish water, and then next to those are 3 black onyx gemstones. In another compartment, you see some wood, another little pouch of lime. You can tell there's a flask of water next to them, and another little pouch of what looks like earth. And then you find another one as a patch of wolf fur and a glass rod. And then another one has a caterpillar cocoon, you can tell. And there's all these little compartments in these things.
It's a perfect wizard box, no doubt.
Yes. Yes.
So why the hell is it laying right here in the middle of the floor?
Make me an Arcana check again. Oh.
Can I roll that again?
You can use inspiration, and you most certainly can.
Perfect.
There you go. So as you're messing around with that, then you've got your hands on the chest and all that for a while. You then begin to feel a tingle of the chest. That there's something magical about the chest. Something's going on with this chest. There is some magic coursing through it.
Yeah, I could cast detect magic as a ritual though.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Y'all can spend the time. Is what you want to do?
I know it's magic. I would rather identify the magic.
If you have it, as long as you have identify as a spell, but it has to be at least prepped.
Well, I don't.
As a wizard, he can cast it even if it's not prepped.
He's
it
got
just
it
takes extra 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
He has it in his spellbook.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, I'm just making sure he's got it.
I have it. Yeah.
Okay, so are we doing that for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all aren't worried about rest because y'all aren't hurt at all. But actually, I'll give you rest. Rest would have actually let me.
I could use a short rest at least.
Yeah. Well, you got a long rest, so everything goes.
Works for me.
Yeah, just give it to you for leveling up. Doing the right thing with the wizards. I know Quetzal was jonesing for a fight there, I could tell.
No, I was not. If one happened, I would not have disagreed, but I was not going to start a fight.
Yes, as you identify, the chest reveals to you as a chest of preserving. Common wondrous item. This common wondrous item has the following magical properties. Food and other perishable items do not age or decay while inside of it. The lock was a part of it and was, living. And you undo the lock, it smashes, it breaks. But if you damage the chest in any way, it loses that ability.
What you're saying is no longer a chest of preserving.
The chest is. The lock was a part of it, and it was just so. And that you did finally pick it, but there was the lock itself was. It just basically said the lock was trapped with protecting the chest, but it still was pickable though. I'm not sure what it meant with the trap. It didn't give me any trap to put on it, so I just made it perplexing for you to figure out. But it wasn't that hard because it still had an easy dex check to click it open. So don't ask, just go with the flow.
Yep.
I'm perplexed.
It's an interesting item. We could potentially put it in your bag of holding, right? And keep the stuff.
Well, the lock was part of it, and the lock is broken, and so it's no longer going to function. Then what's the point of it?
No, only just the lock. He fell off. It broke. It was just an old lock, but it was once you clicked it open and he opened it up and it just dropped. It was no longer part of the chest anymore and reverted back to what it was, an older lock, and it just broke and fell apart. Okay.
I got you. So the
Okay.
chest is still good.
The chest is still good. Yes. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't in the chest.
The chest itself is 2.5 foot long, 1.5 feet wide, and a foot tall, and weighs 25 pounds.
That should be fine for a bag of holding, depending on what else you have in there.
It says the interior space is 2 feet in diameter and 4 feet deep. Can hold up to 64 cubic feet. So yeah, I guess we'd probably fit in there. And I got a lot of stuff in there, but nothing. It's not a whole lot of stuff that's particularly bulky.
Yeah. So let me. Hold on a second. I'm identifying it because what I need to do, if you're going to take it, you then have all the stuff that's in it too. And unless y'all really want all these ingredients in your party sheet, I'm going to put it in the chest description and save me the hassle. Okay.
Yeah, no doubt. It's rather a useful thing in case we're ever in a situation to where
there it is. It's identified now, so you can see it all, and you begin to notice and understand what the components are for.
Awesome.
The 3 gemstones, you can put those in the inventory.
Well, just leave them in the chest for right now.
Yeah.
I just figured that if they got left in the description, we'd forget about them. We'd never be able to do anything with them later.
You know, like you're going to forget that? Please, Brian. Please. I know you better.
The Flasks of Alchemist Fire, are they actual spell components?
No, so those actually, here, I did not put those here. I'll pull those out. And if he wants them out, it's not that hard to pull out. See, just so the Alchemist...
I could see a use for having that in the inventory for sure, the Alchemist Fire, because it can have other uses.
Okay, so there's 5 there. If he wants the black onyxes, there they are. And then in the chest, where did it go? Who's got the chest?
In my inventory in the bag.
Okay, 1 second. All right, so chest of preserving. We will take out the 5 flask of fire. And the 3 onyx deals.
I dropped an Alchemist Fire in both mine and Linder's inventory.
Okay. Done. All right.
Nice.
Okay. All done.
Well, we'll never know why somebody left this chest sitting here, but it fits our motive. We found some cool magic stuff, so let's grab it, and we'll move on.
I'll unlock tokens so y'all can move y'all selves. What's up, Jimbo? Alright, here we go. Awful quiet tonight. Alrighty.
Yeah, you're making us think too much, dude.
I try. Okay. You look down and you see weird, that's why they darken that. Weird. Wait, I did it. It does. Oh, just dark for a reason. I don't know. All right. So you see a hallway goes down. Okay, Jeff, you got Lori taken care of for Friday night. Okay. I think Matt. I was going to help Saturday night, but I think Matt's going to take over, help her Saturdays. Take care of her. I've got Lori involved with the new all-female game that we're going to spin up in the end of September on Saturday nights. All right. Y'all, tokens reload.
I recast the Pass Without Trace again.
Yep. I'll give you the Zoom info. Yeah, Jeff. I'll give you the login for it. The info. All right. Shadow, you move. And you see a double. You know the door. Before you.
I'm not liking this space.
Quiet and empty.
Another spider motif on the double doors to the west there.
I'm gonna run off my Wand of Secrets.
And do what with it? What would you like to know? All the secrets in the area?
Yes,
Within 30 feet, I think.
Where are y'all at? Let me find my map. Okay. Alrighty. You set it off. And you will detect something about this wall. There's a door there. I don't know why. That kind of sets it off because this wall's dark on one side and not on the other. I'm like going, why would you do that to freaking let people think there's something going on with the map? Tisk, tisk, tisk.
I just noticed that.
I know, and I was trying not to show that because there's almost no line here for that wall. I'm like going, come on, guys, give me something to work with here. But there's a door there.
I'll
And
try
you
to
hear
open it.
as you move up to the door and all that, you hear a voice on the other side, a whispering voice. And
I'll hold off then.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, hold on there, my friend. Let me see. You hear it calling out to you in Elvish, Shadow. This way.
Well, that's not freaky. I'll point out the wall, the door, and I'll say, I'm hearing voices now.
Anybody else see anything?
Can we see the door?
No, he does. I don't know how it detects it, if it glows the door or whatever, to you or for everybody else.
I think it just points me in the right direction.
It points you to the wall, and when you moved up to the wall to examine it, you heard on the other side a whispering voice. Nobody else heard it. This way. And it was in Elvish.
Okay, so at this point, I am looking for a way to open the door.
It's just a simple. Yeah, you can perception. You know it's there, so it's not going. Why do I even want to make you roll? So I'm not that. And you find the crack, and you're able to determine the catch mechanism, and it will. Doesn't tell me which way it opens in or out, so I'm gonna guess it opens up into the room. So you begin to see, do you open it up?
It's a pocket door.
But do you open it up?
I say, be prepared. and I'll open it up.
Okay. You open it up. You see a little room. And off to the east there, you see a statue. Humanoid statue standing there, partially hidden because of the wall. 10-foot statue, it looks like. Look in, you'll see the rest of the room. Yes, a 10-foot statue. No, they don't, dog. They do not. Of a drow. A female. Oh, I don't know. It's a picture drow. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's a female.
Any chance it's well? I guess I'm not in there.
When you move into the room, Millennial, you will hear. Oh, you. Oh, wait.
One moment as the channel pauses in recognition for the presence of DevilDog 1833 in chat. We humbly bow before you.
I gotta work on your introduction, Gary. I keep forgetting. Damn it. Y'all. Yeah. When y'all enter, both of y'all here. Do you understand? Yeah. Both of y'all move into the room right as you go in through the wall. You hear coming from that statue. This way. As you pass through the wall.
The statue of the drow, does that look like the drow we saw on the level above us with the Hollister?
No. Well, it looks like a female drow. Does not look like a wizard.
How big is this statue?
10 foot tall. Very dusty. Looks like there's been nobody in this room forever. And it's
I'd
just...
like to go push it over.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. You walk up to it to push it over, right?
Yep.
Okay, 1 second. Bear with me, guys. 1 second, Quetzal. Yep. Oh, thanks, Quetz. You disappear. As soon as you touch the statue, you disappear. You're going to end up in another room, a mirror image of the room, and you're looking at another statue of another female drow, very different looking female drow. And as you come through, you're basically, 1 minute you're standing in front of them, next minute you're not. You're in another room, and you hear this female drow voice say to you as you're traveling before you appear in this other room, "Send her my love." So, for a moment you don't know where you're at, and I don't want to reveal it to you yet, but you are in this, basically almost a mirror image of the room. Okay? Did you hear me? Oh, wait a second. Here, let me put you in. I'm sorry. You can't. You have to be pushed to talk in the room. Did you hear everything I was saying?
Yes, I heard you.
Okay. All right. So 1 second. Stay still in that room for a second. Okay. You're gonna love it. Okay. Yeah. So he walks up to touch it and hit it, and as soon as he touches it, he disappears. He's gone.
Yeah.
Not again.
Okay, my Discord is gone.
Your what?
There it is. My Discord app was no longer there, so I was worried that I was still connected.
Let's just go out. Let's see if we can touch this thing and go after him, right?
Sure, right behind you.
I'll go and touch it.
Okay. You disappear. Don't say anything. I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. I'm just going to do it. Hold on. Okay. Quetzal, you're standing there, and all of a sudden, Shadow.
Wait.
Wait.
You didn't change rooms. I
Oh.
don't know if you meant to.
Woo! I did. There you go. Okay. Sorry. Quetzal, you can pull your sword out, and as soon as you're doing that, Shadow appears right next to you, kind of knocking you back a little bit from the statue. And Shadow, when you are basically in the same looking room, it's just kind of almost a mirror image, and you're staring at another female drow, but she's definitely wearing a different outfit. And as you came to this room, however it happened, you heard this female voice say to you, "Send her my love." And then you're standing there, and all of a sudden there's Quetzal looking at you as he's pulling out his sword. Stand still. One moment, please.
I'll pull my dagger and put my back to a wall.
Okay. So basically, it's the same image of the room, but when you came in through the wall to the north, that little divot of the room is to the south. But other than that, it's like a mirror flip of the room. I just don't want to put it on the map yet. Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
We can always teleport back if we wanted to.
Shadow's no longer there. What do y'all do?
You going or am I going?
One second. And if y'all need to tell me, just PM me, private message me in Facebook, on Fantasy Grounds there if you need to do something while they're deciding what the hell they're doing. Okay? You too?
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
No, let's go. Boom. I'll touch it. Touch you.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, no, I'm unlocking. Oh, unlock those tokens. I don't want you knowing where you're going. Okay.
Yeah, we're all going, though. That makes a difference to you.
Yeah, it's not like you can't see on the map, but you're not supposed to.
Yeah, understood.
What about the other two? Well, does Linder touch it and follow you?
We'll go right behind you.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, y'all come floating over, and all right. So, now the gang's back together, and you're in a room.
Dark.
And all of you, which is kind of sorry that it kind of puts you, though I can't really split it apart. Y'all have no idea where y'all are at, but you see yourself on the map. It's a mirror image of the room that you're in, and as all of you were crossing over, whatever's going on, this female voice said, "Send her my love."
Send who?
Does not answer. And as soon as you hear it and it finishes speaking, you showed up in the room.
Is there another statue right here?
It's another statue, another female drow, different outfit though, not the same one.
I'm going to cautiously walk through the wall, sword ready, in case there's...
Well, there's a door there.
Well, the door. I'll walk through the door.
You can, and you walk.
Did anyone try to touch the statue to go back?
You see Quetzal
I asked
walk.
the same question.
Well,
You begin to see massive sticky webs all along the ceiling and the walls.
Looks like
we either did something really
drivers.
cool or really stupid.
And yep.
Who's ready to tussle with some spiders, apparently?
Yeah. You come into the room. Quetzal's going to see into a room that is just covered with sticky webs all along the ceiling, and standing at the end of the two doors down here, pulling their swords out when he comes walking around the corner, are this, and this. And they halt! You hear out a female voice. You may proceed no further.
I call back to them. Have you seen any driders?
Do not speak to someone as yourself. You do not belong here. Go back to hence the way you came. Through that foul version of a woman and her lover.
I'm not from there. And I don't even know who you're talking about.
Actually, it's a female and a male sitting there. Where that? Well, maybe is that? Let me see. Did I identify that one, or is it just a male? Yeah, it's female. Like I said, 10-foot thick mass of sticky webs. You can't even see the ceiling. It's so thick up there, and it's all fresh. And then when you move in, you see two more. You basically, this room's full of webs. There's two more doors and two more drow staring at you in front of the other doors.
In the room we're in right here, is there spider webs in this room as well, or just in the room where the
Just
drow are?
it was coming into the hallways and all that.
All right, so we're in spider webs right now.
It's above you, not the floor.
Yep.
But the room that they're stepping into is just covered with it, except for the floor. There's webs everywhere, but and you don't even know how tall the ceiling is because it's so thick with web up there. Shadow, Quetzal, make me perception checks on the tower, please.
Okay.
Stalker, you see spiders.
Perception made.
You don't know. You don't see anything moving up there. What you detect, however, is that the drow that is down, that is unnumbered in your combat tracker. Ooh, advantage roll for me? How? Thank you. I'm going to need it in a second. Because I know these baboons. This drow, the one that's unnumbered, here, if you can't tell which one I'm talking about, this one here, he is looking at y'all, and he's looking at the companion next to him, and you see him, he's pulling out his sword. He's also pulling out a dagger, and he's watching out of the corner of his eye the female drow, and he's taken his dagger, and he's kind of held it off to his side, and he's watching the female. And she calls out again. Leave now. Go back the way you came. You do not belong here.
Or what?
Come in and find out. Foolish.
I take a step.
Well, you shall. And right beside you will appear and bite you.
Hey, did you hear that? I used my "Did you hear that" card so I can act during the surprise round.
You may act then. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't, but you can. All right. So, you're gonna con save. Oh, now, Quetzal, you failed that save. You want to re-roll it?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, then you succeeded it and only take half that. Oh, wow. Holy moly. That was pathetic. All right, yeah, this fighter just all of a sudden just appeared right before you. Looks like this.
Yep.
And y'all may. Oh, now, Brian, I'm sorry. So, did you want to do something before we roll initiative?
I want to do something. Do I get a full round, like bonus action, everything, or just one action?
Action.
How'd you get the cards to load?
You gotta go load. You gotta go to your modules, go to your library, go to modules, and open up the new card list. And I'll clean it up. And then you can go find the card. Unfortunately, we renamed it all, so that's on me. So, I'll fix it after we're done, so they load properly for y'all. But if you need one I'm going to look at, just kind of search for it in the tables, and then you can bring up its.
You open up the images and maps for that particular module. It will just list out all the cards, and you can just see the name of it and just click on it.
Yeah, that one will load properly. So we're going to actually rebuild the whole module, but Jeff got it. He was kind enough to fix the coding on it. It was breaking it for everybody because it wouldn't roll right for players. I'd roll right just fine, but every now and then it would just roll. It'd have its own mind and roll whatever it wanted to. Okay, so Flinnial, you ran up and stabby did something to it. Okay, hit it with the scepter. Okay, now we roll initiative, folks. Por favor. Okay, I likey. Everybody rolled. Got Linder.
He's rolled.
Yep, he's in.
Alrighty. Then away we go. Quetzal, you're up. Because they do attack, just so you know. If you hadn't guessed that yet.
Well, good thing my sword was out. I swing.
Yep, you may. It wouldn't give you kissy. Oh, really?
No.
Come on.
It's a good way to start.
Cut it in half.
Yeah.
This first time these have come out, I think. It's phase
Spider?
Yeah, they're phases. Yeah, I don't think I've seen them before.
I personally have. I don't know if my character has.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's what I meant by it. Yeah.
I'm kind of a phase cat.
Yeah. Okay. Did you just kill her too? Oh shit, you
Yes.
did. Holy moly. Oh, well, no wonder they're... Really? These are just like pieces of grass to you. You're just mowing the lawn.
And I will bonus action bite this next one.
Probably can kill her with a bite. Holy moly. Yep.
Wow.
Millennial. You got yourself targeted, so watch out.
Thank you. Well, I was going to go and do a whole shape-shifting thing, but what's the point?
I was going to say, let's not use too many resources on this one.
Alrighty. Well, you will get... Bzzz. Oh, I had advantage on that. I get to do that. Yes. Okay. Still missed. Alright, and... Bzzz. Wow. All right. So the male that you see down here, he pulls his sword out and he yells out, "Kill them!" And he rushes this way. And as he does, he does not. He stops and he swings this sword at a very surprised female. Death to you,
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
bitch. Yeah, and he cuts into her, and then he brings. Is that all he gets? Just the one? Looks like so. That's all he gets, and she yells out, "You traitors! You'll die for that!" She calls out, and he says, he yells out to y'all, "Those are the only other 2 spiders. Kill them quickly." Linder.
Oh no. Sorry.
Ooh, you can use inspiration.
He already hit with the first
Oh,
one. He was supposed to roll damage on it.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
it's
it's still a hit. It's fine. It wasn't critical.
so he just did a firebolt,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna move him over here.
Okay. Done.
I'll pass his turn.
Okay. Shadow.
I will shadow step. To the other side.
Mm-hmm. Hit. Critical. Are they immune to it?
Oh, wait.
Damn it.
I'll take that as a no.
No, they're not. No, we're not. Oh, come on.
Good shot.
Kieran.
I'm gonna fire. I'm gonna chill touch this one.
No.
I'm not gonna chill touch that one.
Use inspiration if you want.
Oh, awesome! Thank you. I'll do that one more time.
Don't forget that.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
got lucky. I have 10 more moves. I'm just gonna move down here, and then I'll
Okay.
pass.
All right. She. She pulls. Yeah, she will strike at the other drow that attacked and severely hits him. Quetzal.
I guess I missed it. Did this spider next to me kill the drow that I just bit?
No, did I? Oh, you killed. Did I do that by accident? And did I kill the drow instead of giving you the damage? Or no. I don't know. I don't remember. No, you killed all the.
No, because there was one that I bit.
Oh.
And it was heavy.
I don't know. Don't know. They're dead.
You had-
Don't.
I shot the one. The other.
Oh, that's
drow
right.
beside-
He shot it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Okay, well, sword on the spider.
Oh.
No, we're gonna use the inspiration for that.
Ooh. There's. Yeah, I have to ask him, dog. I forget to ask this group. Has to come up with their. I need an adventuring name from y'all. Y'all got to come up with one. So that will be your homework for next week.
We had a group name.
I don't remember what is it? Do you remember?
Something about silver swords.
Yeah, silver sword, something or other.
Okay. Okay, the Silver Swords. Silver Swordsman.
That's
Yeah,
the best you guys could come up with.
Yeah, there
was a little more to it, but it was back when we were doing the Dragon Heist.
Dragon Heist. With the Whispering Spirit.
Theoretically, we could change the name. I mean, we've had a couple changes in personnel.
Exactly. Yeah, you have. The limp feathers.
Not gonna go with that one.
Tholineal. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I reckon I'll come up here and whack it with my scepter.
Okay, so it's dead. Alright. And you move up. Alright, sorry about that. And he will re-swing again at her. Hitting her. Oh, she blocks part of it.
I guess we'll leave Linder there. I don't. Actually. So you said the one on the left is attacking the one on the right.
That's correct.
That was the left. And the one on the left is the male who all of a sudden shouted, "Kill them!" and then attacked his, what we would assume would be his colleague.
No, the female yelled out to kill all of y'all. The male, the one I've got the arrow pointed to, he then charged, but as he like he was headed toward Quetzal, and he veered right at the last moment and chopped into her. The male is on the male's on the left.
We'll firebolt her. Or not. Oh, Linder can use inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I wouldn't bother with this, but okay.
Probably true. But he missed either damn way. Oh, damn. We'll pass his turn then.
Shadow.
I'll move down behind her.
Of course you do. Oh.
Oh, that's weird.
You didn't have her targeted. I don't know. You missed.
That's okay. I have more attacks.
No inspiration?
I'm not going to worry about that on this.
Oh. Alright. You hit. Yeah, that's what I thought. You just obliterate her. You know. She crumbles to the ground. And you see, he sees that and stops, and he drops to a knee and puts his weapons on the ground and pulls his hands up. Goes, I mean you no harm.
I'll kind of sit back on my haunches and kind of growl.
Yep. He looks up. I am one called Sornoz. Sornoz. No, really? They Sornnozz. How many consonants can you put in? They just love doing this. But he goes, I am one they call Sarnoz. Welcome to the gauntlet.
So, why are you turning on your companions there?
I have no use for this filth house. They mean nothing to me. I serve the House Fraith. Nothing with the House Aranda. We've been looking for a way to run this house into the ground, and my mistress, who I serve, is possibly, you might be the answer to her prayers of ridding the house from this level and all that their designs for what they have use of. If you will hear her out, I will take you to her.
So what faction are we in right now? Property, what house are we in right now?
Well, he says the house they're a run of Vrendar, Vrendar. God, man, Vrendar.
Easy for you to say.
Golly, yeah, I hate these things. He says the house of Rendar, Rendar, control this level, and they look to turn this level and use it as a staging ground to invade other levels and use it as a control point. They have also enlisted the gang of troglodytes to and help enforce and control the area. They have been dealing with a mad mage that is running around breaking things, causing turmoil in the area. He looks to have been human at one time, but he is no longer. His upper torso of his body resembles that of a giant scorpion, and he runs around here smashing things, causing problems. And the House of Rundar is trying to clean it out and set up as a fort. And he wants nothing to do with these filth. We want to destroy them. They need. So
who's the statue down the hall there in the passageway? Who's the statue of?
Let me make sure. I don't believe he knows. Let me check real quick again. Webbed road with Finch cliffs and tears streaming down its face. Different. Let me see if this. Let me go. I'm sorry. I'm looking back over here. Has no idea. Is kind of surprised. He goes, and how we guard these doors, and you came, not very quietly. Will say, though you were, but they actually heard you. The spiders actually kind of gave you away. That he didn't even know that there was an exit there. What drove statues you speak of, I do not know.
What are you protecting this door against?
We would just sit here to guard it. Just sit here to guard it.
Yeah. What's in there?
His door to the south, he will tell you, is more of the complex. Several more of the Drow and their, forces. are in here working. There's a funny gate in the wall that has a symbol above it. He tells you there, he was sent here. The doors to the south, lead to some chambers, to some, looks like some, basically some small temple rooms, that he's, hasn't known much. The doors to the right are a dining room, basically some, looks like some furnishing, some apartment some type of living quarters for somebody. May have been for the mage who lived here. Just kind of full of stuff. But there are guards positioned everywhere.
Yep, understood. I kind of want to search the stuff first, but I'm interested in seeing, hearing you out, and getting a better understanding from whomever it is that leads you. But I would like to check out this room over here.
All he says is that he offers to lead the characters Zazarin down the hall to, basically through the doors from where he was guarding. She is in one of the temple areas, and you can speak with her, because we're looking for ways to weaken the grasp of the House Arendar's hold over this complex.
I searched the bodies.
They're just regular Drow. Nothing of interest on them. I don't believe. Let me check, make sure. Vestibule. Yep. Dead spider bodies and Drow. And you have double doors before you. The spider motif. What's going on? Come on.
I'll search for traps.
You can? Okay, in the tower? Don't think you found any. Uh-oh.
I'll attempt to open the door.
What do you want with the spiders? I knew it was coming. I thought I was going to get out of the room without having to do anything. They're just, other than their ability to phase, they're just spiders. So there's really something you want from them?
I don't know. I mean, they're large spiders.
Not anymore. You cut them down.
They were large spiders.
Okay, so they got bulbous bodies. They deal poison damage. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else. You're gonna have to tell me what you want to do with them, because I'm at a loss. You can hack a spider apart, and I'm just trying to figure out how the hell you're carrying all this stuff, dude. So.
I have an empty vial. Could I get some poison?
Yeah, but you know what to do with it, though. So I think you can get poison, but you're just as apt to poison yourself as to get the poison, unless you.
That's fine.
But you can get some. I mean, they never addressed that. I mean, if you don't have that kind of skill set and all that, then how, to get the poison, you could easily just, I would think that you would run the risk of, popping yourself. No doubt.
I mean, I am proficient in survival, which is used for carving apart animals.
It's the poison I'm worried about. You can carve apart the animals, but you can have some poison.
You gotta learn somehow.
Sometimes would a paladin do that? Would your kind do that?
Would a lizard folk do that? Absolutely.
No, the paladin, my friend.
I am a neutral paladin.
There's nothing neutral about you. You're as chaotic as they get. All right,
I am as neutral as lizard folk come.
I like busting his ball. Okay, Shadow, you didn't detect anything on the doors.
Then I'll attempt to open it.
You're gonna open the door. You see before you, um, okay. Let me open this room. Open this room, and you see a big room before you. The characters. So where am I supposed to see? Where is this? Okay. See, something's pulpit. Where is this? Because I don't. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I'm trying to see where the hell am I supposed to be looking at this. Crap. I hate it when I can't find.
We just need to know what the goodies are, really.
Well, what you're seeing is a 30-foot high flat ceiling, hanging from which is a large wrought iron chandelier, vaguely shaped like a giant spider, and anchored to the ceiling by a chain. Beneath the chandelier lies an elongated oval dining table with a slate top and spider-like iron legs. There are 8 cushioned iron chairs surrounding it, and on the north wall there is an ornate wooden cabinet. There on the south wall is a large fresco of an elven city. Okay, but there is something that happens when you freak if I can understand. It doesn't. God dang it, I hate it when you can't find all the damn stuff. Story. Where is it supposed to be? Pulpit. Where is this woman's thing? I don't effing know. God dang it, they have it. Some of these times they get so big that you can't. Supposed to hear a voice. Sorry.
Well, you don't know where her thing is. I'm not gonna be the one to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Or find it first.
It's funny. Well, I don't want to be wasting time on it because I don't know where the damn disembodied voice. Okay, that's right. I'm finding it. I see it. Where is her stuff? I can't find the pulpit. I don't know. It's not labeled in the list here. Vestry. No, that's not it. Well, I know I'm supposed to have a voice say something to y'all, but I don't know what that is. So much the loss for me right now. I'll find it later and I'll tell you what it is. However, that's what you see, and you see definitely there's another room across the way.
I'll move in. And
Okay.
I'm going to leave Linder here to keep an eye on our buddy down here on the south.
That's fine. Yeah, he doesn't make a move. He hasn't touched. He left his, like I said, his sword and his hand crossbow are on the ground, and his dagger. And he looks at you, waiting. He as though he want. And he said says his mistress is to the south.
I'm going to pick up his weapons and just basically ruin them.
Okay.
Just bend the sword, bend the dagger, break the crossbow.
You're not very nice.
I don't want him attacking us from behind.
Really dead drow there.
Who said he was?
It's a very cool room description. The chandelier, the table, and the fresco. That's kind of a neat room. Feels like somebody important.
And they are clean. Yep. I don't know where the fucking, the pulpit's at. Damn it. I don't label this stuff right sometimes. Anyway, that's all. Yeah, so you see what I just described to you. And there's a big, like I said, there is a cabinet on the north wall, and then this large table with chairs.
Let's go check what's in the cabinet.
You walk into there, and you walk up to it. Yeah, I said the bad word. You see it's full of silverware,
Got it.
flatware.
I think it just hit home. It just hit home that you don't have the details, and we keep asking you questions about the room.
Oh, no, that's fine. No, I'm just trying to find. I'm just trying to find out where there's one of the rooms that's supposed to have, I guess, the possibility of what this voice is saying to you, and it's not labeled, and I don't know where the f-bomb it is. And I'm trying to see on the storyline, is there a there's not an appendixes, you know what I mean? No, so I'll find it in a little bit. But we can hold. Actually, I'm going to move y'all into the room, and we can actually hold here. Y'all can see into the next room, and you see looks like a bunch of big stuffed chairs and a chase lounge with their backs to you, to the room to the east. And we'll hold right there, since I can't find my table. Dun, dun, dun.
Very dramatic.
Very dramatic, yep. Way it is. And I'll go through and look at a couple of things. Well, actually, the only fight y'all had was the Dro here. Actually, I'll just give that to y'all real quick.
And that was enough experience to get to the next level, right?
Pretty much, yeah. So, yeah, it was. Let's just say, yeah. Boom. All right. It would have given y'all, yeah. So, all good. Perfectly done. Now, that's it. So, I will go through and just check everybody's stuff if it's needed, and I'll let Linder know. He'll level up and he can get on next week early to take care of his character. Thanks for running him, Kieran. Appreciate it. Okay, yes, we'll hold here just a few minutes early since I'm stuck in purgatory here trying to figure out what the hell's happening, and I can read up on this level, which I did not do. Because for some reason, I thought that y'all might pick a fight with that, but you didn't. So,
I'm surprised we didn't.
Quetz, whether he says or not, he was jonesing for it.
I was not.
I could feel it digitally all the way through the system here.
Not a word was spoken for like a whole minute.
I know. I thought they were contemplating what their steps were going to be. They're fired off. Okay. So, folks, good job, guys. As always, we will play, like I said, so the scheduling, we will play the 4th. And then we are going to the channel, unless I can, for some reason, can't talk Jeff into Mech, into Josh, and not streaming that week. We'll go dark that week just to be off, and then we come back on the 16th, that Sunday, and we are going to start doing the Duff's birthday celebration week again. Our fifth year to do this. So I give away prizes for celebrating my double nickel birthday. I have to admit it. I have to get out in front of it. So I'm an old fart. So yeah, we got dice and some dice trays. We got some of those dice tray that little claps, a piece of it basically folds up into a little bowl. And then we got 2 wooden ones. One small one that's for rolling on, and then a bigger one that's actually got little holders to put your dice in. And we'll give that away for the grand prize on Friday night. So that'll be some simple stuff right now just to give away. Plus, we'll give some bracelets and stickers and stuff like that away. But simple stuff this year. Just kind of keeping it nice and easy, and have some fun with. So that's the plan. So we'll be back tomorrow night for Tales of the Sanguine Isles with Mech, and then Thursday night with King Bashman and his Dern's Expendables with the Yawning Portal, and then I'm back here Friday night with the Dinglings and Waterdeep Dragon Heist as they begin to incur the construction of their Troll Skull Manor and finding out what the hell's going on. I've got plates being thrown around and they don't know what the heck's happening. So, and then we'll be hopefully playing Sunday. We've got Lost Mines of Phandelver with the Brits, and they are just a couple of sessions away from wrapping up, it looks like. They're about to head to Cragmaw, the Wave Echo Cave. And then, like I said, we are teasing. We've got 4 players so far. We're going to get a 5th streamer. But we're going to start a new show on Saturday nights, another all-female cast show with Mandy. You all know her from Friday night, and Kirsten plays on Friday night. And a couple other ladies, Lori Peschia, who runs the 37 Zombie Crew out of Gen Con, and a couple other ladies. We're going to run a mix of 5e and Greyhawk, basically the Slaver modules. If you know them, we're going to revisit those modules from another perspective. So I'm putting that all together slowly but surely, but that should start in late September. And we're hoping to premiere some of the show or some stuff that's for the Greyhawk Con, which is the first weekend in October, virtual convention that's being put together right now. So, with that being said, we will hold there, guys. Good job as always. Folks, we appreciate it for everybody hanging out and watching. And like I said, be back here tomorrow night for Josh and the group for the Tales of the Sanguine Isles. We'll see you then. Take care.
Everybody.